10 seconds. 9, 8, 6, 4, 5, 3, 2, and let's go live. Mute the
these
scene.
are names backwards. You're Technomadia. Oh, okay.
Here, let's fix this.
You're moving them live on screen.
Live editing, because you know this is what last minute live production is all about. I hope people can hear us okay. Thumbs up somewhere out there.
Yes, if someone could give us a thumbs up in the chat room that our sound is coming through okay, that would be awesome.
I up it here a little bit more. It sounds like I've got a little bit more gain on this. There, that's probably about right. So testing 1, 2, 3. Hopefully we're good. And you guys
can hear us.
Talk.
Hi.
Hello.
So hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Cherie. Oh, you got it now.
Yeah, and we're Technomadia.
These are our friends Sabine and Eckhard.
They're the RV Crazy Krauts.
And we met these guys in Sanford, Florida when we wintered there on the boat. If you remember, we were there for 4 months. And I think these guys get the credit for why we stayed there for so long, because they became such dear friends to us. They've been watching our YouTube channel for a while, and they obviously have an RV. And this one performs at the Willow Tree Cafe, and he comes up to us while we're having dinner and says, "You're the RVers. I have to go text my wife." And then Sabina
he's the guy on stage. We're like, he comes down to grab us. We're like, what's going on here? This is weird.
Yeah, that was really nice. Yeah.
And
that's how I met him too.
oh, he jumped off the stage and grabbed you?
Yeah, that's
just...
But that was the start to I mean, that was our first week there in Sanford, and just hanging out with these guys, getting to see Sanford through their eyes. We just became really good friends, and now we actually serendipitously, Chris and I are actually on a little RV trip in the Travado. Actually, that's the camera we're looking at, right?
Yes, over there. Yeah. Look at that camera.
Okay, this is confusing.
There.
All right. So we're on a little camping trip because my mother had some medical issues up this month, so we were down helping her out with that. And we are on our way back to the boat, which is stored up north, a little more north of here. And we just booked Gamble Rogers State Park.
It's one of our old favorites. But
we decided we wanted some beachfront camping before we went up there. And then she texts me and says they happen to have a spot here too at the same time. So here we are.
And
2 spots apart.
Perfect.
And it was not coordinated at all. We're like texting each other and we're like, "You're going there today too?" Oh my! And Gamble Rogers is one of the places that if you don't have a reservation months in advance, then you're just playing luck of the draw to get in, because it's beachfront camping in Florida, so it is a real challenge. So hey, here we are, and we've got our amazing friends here, and it turns out she's a gadget geek.
We're hanging out last night, and this is one of our first times being able to hang out really in your RV for any amount of time.
And speak up definitely, Cherie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't talk to them. Talk to the people over here.
And we're hanging out last night, and she just starts bringing out USB gadget after gadget after gadget.
And I'm sitting over here with our Amazon cart clicking buy, 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 because they're all friggin' cool and dirt cheap. So Cherie, I think, had the idea of, want to do live tomorrow with us, and we can talk about all these amazing USB gadgets that you have?
She has more gadgets than we do.
Yes, if it plugs into USB, she's got it.
We're still looking for the USB port on Eckhard.
We don't want to look that closely. I'm sure it's there.
No. It's going to be a secret place.
It's a secret place. Maybe we'll demonstrate on the pay-per-view chat. And yeah, so that was the idea, is to do that, play with their USB gadgets.
Yeah.
And they also have just launched their own YouTube channel, so it's a way to say, hey, go subscribe to the RV Crazy Krauts, because you could be one of their first 100 subscribers. So,
yes, and they just came back on a month-long RV trip across the country. How many miles did you guys do?
10,368.
They did in a month what we would consider a busy year. So, crazy people.
When they say crazy in their name, they mean it.
Yes.
Well, the grandpa comes from the German part.
Yeah, they are from Germany.
Mm-hmm.
They were both born in Germany,
yes.
But you met in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yes, at the Willow Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Became citizen.
Yeah.
And Sabina, scoot in a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're getting a request to see more of you. There we are. Cool. But actually, we're going to switch to the handheld camera here, and I guess start show, or we can just do a show and tell right here in front of us, I guess.
Yeah, we can do that. Why don't we get a little closer to the laptop? So
yes,
that the
everybody
sound's a
squeeze
little
in. And
You go in.
Oh, hop over into the bench.
Well,
There are a lot of different.
hey, Joe, the computer guy is apparently here.
There are a lot of different USB items that you have. Most of them don't even know that they have a lot of USB items already. Like your phone is charged.
Yeah, of course.
USB port.
So yes, the most important USB gadgets are phones,
Hotspots.
computers, and hotspots.
Yes.
But now we got to the weird stuff and the cool stuff and the bizarre stuff. And do you have a place you want to start, or you just
What
want
do
to
you-
start
what-
grabbing
what-
your toys?
Should I start with my favorite one, or no? I keep that
Actually,
last.
no. I think you should start with the bug zapper because they're starting to come out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get the
You know,
bug
let's
zapper
get the
going.
USB bug zapper going.
And this actually, it's
Hold
pretty
it,
easy.
hold it up to the camera
Oh.
here.
This
Okay.
is a not very fancy one, but very efficient one. You can use it as a light, or you can use it as a bug zapper, or you can use it as both of it. It comes, of course, USB chargeable with a little cord, and all of them, and that's the nice part about them, all the gadgets. If you lose a cord, don't sweat it because they all come with the same one.
Yes,
So
it's micro
you
USB.
always have
Here,
one.
if you're putting that in front of the
Oh,
there,
okay.
there,
It's-
put like that. That'll work.
Okay.
Let's turn it on and show us
Turn
how it
it on.
works.
What does it do?
Get rid of these bugs.
You
Zap,
can use
zap.
use it as a light
It'll hang,
with a hanger. 3 different settings.
and that draws the
Or
bugs
you
in.
just yes. Or you just use it as a standing light or bug zapper.
And so now it's got a little electrified
probably-
wires in there
Hard to see.
with a lot of carcasses
light?
on it from last
Can you see
night.
the light?
Yeah.
Hold on. It's very hard to see the light when it's on there. Needs to be dark, but
But-
And it was crazy when I was posting the announcement for Instagram. Someone had just posted about that too.
Oh, really?
Yes. So yeah, I think we're adding one of those to our arsenal.
Did you put that in the cart
and
already?
it
I need
really
to.
it really works. It
Now,
really
look how
works.
many bugs are there. That's just from last night. We're sitting around
Yes.
the campfire last night.
It's easy to clean. It comes with a little brush. You just clean them off.
Roughly how much was it?
I think I paid like $8 or $10.
$10?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Buy two.
And there are
Like,
links
yes.
for all this stuff in the description of this video. So, and there are affiliate links. I'm supposed to disclose that.
You can best put it behind you so the bugs will stay behind you and don't come close to you.
Okay.
I'll take care of it.
Yes.
And you have little lizards around, you can watch them because
They'll come there.
this is their buffet. All you can eat buffet because they really love that.
And then you watch the cat follow the lizards to
Yes.
the bugs. That's what we're doing last night. We have a really exciting life.
Well, Kiki was fascinated with it.
Okay, cool. So the bug zapper is going. We won't get bitten.
Hey, next USB toy.
Everybody likes music.
Yes.
So
Well, not when as your neighbor's playing it really loud.
well, you can actually play music back to them too. Loud or just inside. It's pretty loud.
Okay.
It's a Bluetooth operated one, so you can use any phone, anything that runs with Bluetooth. Bluetooth, not Bluetooth.
Yes.
And
What's this one called?
Synchronize
There's
it.
like a million different Bluetooth speakers out there. So.
this
Yeah.
is a Ounce.
Ounce.
Ounce. Ounce. It's the Angel 3. The Ounce, yes. The Ounce.com.
Okay. How's
It has
this?
different settings. You can actually go with your.
To the camera.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. You can, you can actually.
They're not showing us.
It's just- Yeah, I was trying. Yeah, the camera is better. What do I want to say? Oh, you can actually do like the volume with your phone or with whatever you use, or you can actually adjust the volume on the
Nice.
speaker itself. It will make a little sound, and it automatically shuts off when you haven't used it when you stop
Cool.
playing the music.
And is it waterproof so you can use it outside?
This one is not.
Okay.
There is another one where we have, and it's waterproof. But what I really like about that one is you can connect it directly to your laptop or any TV if you have that, and listen
Cool.
to that instead of the speaker of your laptop.
Cool.
Nice.
Because
Okay.
my speaker on my laptop's on.
All right. So we have no bugs and we have sound.
Okay, now let's give us something weird
Something weird.
or unusual or something people wouldn't think is USB powered. Huh?
A
Okay.
motion light.
Motion light.
And You can leave it as just on, or really, you see.
And stick
like-
these like in your bays and in your cabinets
Yep,
and stuff,
or
and they'll
just hang
just
it. I left that little hanger. It's supposed to be taken off, but I left that little hanger it came with, left it on, hang it there. In the bathroom at night, you don't have to use your light. It just comes on. It stays on pretty good. Or you just give it a wave and it comes back on too.
Yeah.
Or on your entrance, when you first open the door, that's what was my first thought, to actually use that and not to have a light on, but to be able, when I go in and I have a light right away, if I don't have a flashlight with me.
nice.
We have a little motion LED light that in the bus, we created Kiki her own little cabinet for her litter
Yes.
box. So when she goes in, the light comes on so she can see herself poop. I think
Uh-huh.
that's right.
Yes. So yeah, it's perfect for cats to have a little bit of light to see where they go. We actually have one on the boat. We put in by the washer dryer. When you open the washer dryer cabinet, the light comes on because otherwise it's really dark. So motion lights, and then not having to deal with batteries, just being able to when they
Yes,
run out,
yes.
plug them in and charge them up because USBs
Yeah,
everywhere.
You will definitely go with a rechargeable if you ever had the battery running and leaking on you.
Ah,
This is because it will ruin your gadget.
yes.
You can't use it anymore. So, and I want to get away, more efficient.
I
Okay.
do like it. Sorry to jump in,
Go ahead.
especially at night. I have to go certain times in the bathroom.
So is it waterproof then?
I haven't tested, but I
It better be. You open the door of the bathroom and boom, it comes on.
Yes.
You don't have to look for a switch, a light switch.
So this is what Eckhard uses when
Before he had the tap light, yes.
This
Yes.
is what he had to use the restroom at night before.
it's,
What's it?
that's what he has to use now. It's,
Oh my gosh.
it's a LED operated headlight. So it's not
This is
only
Bigger
what you
and brighter
have,
than I've seen on some cars. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
and it comes with a whole bunch of different functions. And it's not only a light on the front. No, it has a little flasher. It has a light in the back, so you can use it when you're riding your bicycle at night, or your motorcycle, or whatever. Or you're walking around, or you're going running.
I think we
You
need
can
a
use-
model on this one.
Yeah, put it on.
Okay, here we go.
And does it have turn signals?
That's it.
No, he has to use those motion lights. I will-
My
Okay.
ears light up left or right, so to signal
So-
where I go.
It comes with a. Okay, that it's just the center one. I don't want to point it so I don't blind people. I'm known for that part, to blind people.
Just wait till the next flashlight comes out. That's the killer one.
It goes
I
either
still
with the
have
center
spots.
one, and it's pretty bright. You can use just the two top ones, just the two bottom ones, or you can use all five if you really need to work on something. It is also adjustable, so you can point it down, or you can have it straight.
Mhm.
If you break down, or if you go to the campground, something is wrong with water or anything with a hookup, you have this one, you can go outside and can check it, and don't have to use. Most of them actually have a flashlight. Oh, what do I do now? How do I, and warning.
I do like it on our trip, the 10,368 mile trip.
Uh-huh.
We had sometimes to dump at night,
Ah.
and they were out west, which is I think is a great idea. The rest areas, quite a few
Some
of
of
them
them,
had dump stations
Mhm.
to dump, and that was really handy at that moment.
Mm. It's always important to see what you're dumping.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Okay.
just show the rear.
Yep, tail light there. Nice.
Yeah.
That's why someone
It's,
commented that light would be perfect for working inside the engine room on a boat.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Definitely. A
Yes.
hands-free aspect,
And-
doing any maintenance.
And it
Model
charges.
for a
You
sucker.
You can model it. Yep.
And it charges off a USB because we've got some headlights on the boat, and I use rechargeable batteries in them. But it's a pain to always have to pop out the batteries and recharge them and all that stuff.
Ooh,
That looks good on you. Not
here we
bad.
go.
So-
This is it.
And because it has the top strap, it's very secure. Most of them, actually, the other ones, the head ones,
So you
they
can do
will
cartwheels
slide
with
down
it
if they're
and
not
stuff?
really.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
Many
okay.
times.
Mhm.
Many times.
Nice.
Step down.
Okay.
Oh, you have to. You beat me on that one.
All right,
Let's
so-
do the dueling
so
fans.
dueling fans. So this is where the conversation started. Is we've been buying gadgets for our Travato, and we had just picked up this clip fan.
It's multi-speed, USB charged, and it's got a little button here that will make it oscillate. And we just got this, and we're thinking we're really cool because we got this to help us stay cool while we're sleeping at night, and it'll run off either plugged straight in or it's got batteries. But then we walk into their RV, and
And
they've
she's
got
got
like
six of them.
six fans all lined up, making a little hurricane. But hers don't oscillate.
No.
It's the same brand, and we're very impressed with this, but hers don't oscillate.
So these are by Sky Genius. There is a battery inside. They're US rechargeable, and they also have a wall wart too, right?
No. Well,
No.
it's USB. It comes with a
Okay.
USB wall
Yeah.
wart. So but we've
And
got
then it's got a nice clip, so you can clip it onto things. Cabinets work great.
And it stays. It has a pretty sturdy stand,
Yeah.
so you can actually put it on a table.
and it will stand by itself. Yes.
Yes.
And they're really quiet, which is
That's the
important.
big plus.
Well,
We-
this one is a little bit louder. Is that on the strongest one?
Strongest? They're strongest.
Okay, yeah, then it has a little bit more
It's
noise.
probably
yeah.
the same motor, I imagine.
Yep.
But
Sounds
it
like
puts
that.
out really nice air,
Yes.
and very impressed by these little Sky
We should
Genius
actually
things.
leave that one standing here.
And,
It's
and it's like this was like 10 or so,
I think I
these
paid
were-
like $8.
and this
She
was
got
like
them
18 with oscillation.
I got them on a very good deal, and I ordered 3 at one time.
Ah. So USB fans, wonderful, and then because they have the batteries, you can take them outside and use them at a picnic table or places where you don't necessarily have power. And the battery life, I had this going for like an entire
Oh,
day, and it was still going just fine. So the battery seems to last forever.
Or even I have them sometimes up at the front cockpit, at the front
Okay.
seat, and I can use it while driving. You don't have to have I have
Nice.
the air directly blowing at me, and he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I think we
So it
need
really
about
is.
12 more of the bug zappers right now.
They get you.
Well, it's Sam, please, I guess.
Okay, what next?
Lights.
Okay, it's starting to get dark, so we need to crank out the lights.
Yes. This is a Suzuki. And it's not only USB rechargeable, it has a little solar panel. I have to admit, I've never tried to recharge it with solar because I use.
She's got
But
USB
it
ports every
works.
3 inches inside.
Yeah. We remodeled some, and actually, when I didn't need the switch, I had my husband put in instead a 3-port of 12-volt outlets.
Mhm.
So this can be used as just a flashlight.
Okay.
With 2 lighting settings and 1 flashing one, or if it does, or if it doesn't open, it's a little hard sometimes to open. You can.
Oh, it expands. Here, hold it up there. So is this? Can Jimmy play this like an accordion?
It's like an accordion, yeah.
I will suggest at one point maybe we get something out of it.
And
Wow.
and it has a little hanger. So I have this actually hanging right on our dinette at nighttime.
Okay.
And if I want to conserve power, I only use that. And this lights up. It's a 24-footer, but it lights up the RV pretty good. You can really see
hmm
very well.
And you can also
And
carry
like-
that into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yes,
Which
that's
I
what
don't
we
need.
had. That's what we had
Because you got,
first.
you got the
I actually have one in the
Motion
bath.
light.
I have one in the bathroom.
and he's got his headlamp on,
Okay.
and so he's all set.
He has enough light.
Now, how about the big tall lamp here? This was kind of crazy when it turns out this is actually a USB device as well.
This is, yeah,
Or a desk lamp.
and it's what did I read? It's a 3-watt.
Yeah, it's
3
nice.
watts. It's dimmable and bendable.
So you can carry.
She has this sitting on her dinette in her kitchen, and then she uses that as kind of her workspace.
hmm
Yes, and at
Nice.
nighttime it's a reading light.
That's pretty
I
cool.
even
And,
have
and
one at home.
how long does that battery last?
That's
Seems like
actually
it'll last a
pretty-
long
pretty
time,
long.
'cause
I
it's
guess like
heavy.
8 hours.
It's quite a
8
while,
hours
yeah.
because
Yeah.
it has a pretty good one.
hmm
Also,
Yeah.
what I forgot what the other light is.
Let's.
With that one, coming back to that, this is not only a light. Let me turn the light off. It's also a battery bank.
So you can charge all your other stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't need it, you have still some
hmm
power left.
Nice. So there's a couple of remarks that the motion light is not in the description. I think we added that one after the initial list, or maybe not.
That-
No, the little
Small
white
light.
one. The little white one. So
We'll
that-
we'll get
oh,
we'll
that
update
one?
Yeah,
we'll
they'll
we'll,
update it.
we'll
Yes.
we'll find it and update it.
she was having trouble. she
I
texted-
could not find them anymore, but
Okay.
I found them. It's a different company who
Right.
produces them now.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh,
check the
but-
description after we get done. I'll add it in. Um, So yeah, she texted me this morning. She says, "I'm having trouble deciding which ones." So we let her go to 10.
Yes. Yes. We were starting with let's have top 5, then it was top 10, and then it was like we can go for hours. We got to stop you at 10, and we have people saying that you are the best Vanna ever. So you're a great model showing off products. Yes. Now, you show off the one more light, the one that nearly killed me last night.
The light.
Yes.
Now this is the one we
This is the
ordered
personal
immediately.
defense.
This is one of my absolute favorite gadgets. Not only because it's USB rechargeable, and this is a tactical light. It comes with a side light as well. And I'm afraid to turn this on because
She's showing us this last night, and she's like, it does this, and has the side light, and that's the last thing I saw for about 10 minutes until this big black spot
totally
cleared.
forgot that I aimed the real flashlight part.
It is insanely bright. It's got the side light.
This is the side light.
And you could turn on the big one. Just make sure
This
it's not pointing at me. Or you can point at me.
Oh,
My eyes are
no,
closed. My eyes are closed. Turn it on.
I'll turn it
Turn
around.
it. No, turn it
I'll
on.
turn it around.
Turn it on. Shine it in my face. Show them how bright it is. My eyes are closed.
Remember, it's still daylight out here.
Here.
And-
Shine it here. See, you can see how bright this is. And it's got the zoom mode as well, so you can really hit somebody in the side of the face. And
It's pretty light.
yeah, it was one of the brightest flashlights I've used. It's got the different modes, the flash and everything. And show the back.
And it's got a magnet on the
It
back,
got
so,
a
you can attach it to things like if you want to work and you need it, or attaching it to a refrigerator, so it's always
Yes.
ready to go.
Anything that that is metal, you can attach it to it.
And unscrew this. It's
And
actually
this is-
got the USB plug
Right.
right
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
so you don't even need a cable just to plug it into the side of something and get more power. This would be perfect to
And
keep
the charge
handy.
lasts very, very long.
Yeah, so
very
we were
long.
ordering this as soon as my eyes cleared. We were clicking buy
And Mom,
because it's
Mom,
cheap.
if you're watching,
Merry
don't
Christmas.
Don't go order one yet. You've got one in now.
Yes, it was very impressive, and it's $10.
Yes.
It's
$10,
ridiculously
literally
cheap.
$10.
I had a LED
It's
lenser flashlight.
So small and handy.
I had a $100 LED lenser flashlight I got a couple years ago. It eventually
thing-
died when it fell in the bilge and got wet. It was supposed to be waterproof. This is
This
yeah.
is tactical. They
Yeah.
actually-
So is the
they
LED
tell you
lenser.
you can-
It died, but that was a $100 light. I'd much rather a
$10
$10
for that,
light
And it's
die.
small and compact. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
super impressed with that. So
Mhm.
if you're related to us and are on our holiday list,
We're gonna be buying a box of those.
sneak peek. What you get for Christmas.
Very impressed by that one.
Yeah, I think it's a very great, not only for camping, for RVing, for every household. You know, since
Emergency stuff. We got
yes.
hurricanes inbound right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stack those everywhere. Every glove box should have one.
All right, what do we got left?
Well, the most important one.
Yeah.
The
This
most
this
important
when she
one, the
described this, I thought she was
Oh,
joking.
Yeah, let's do the dash cam. We'll leave the best for last.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We'll save the best for last. Sorry. Suspense.
I wanted to have a dash cam and like, well, I don't know how to, and I said, oh, it's a 12-volt one. Okay, well, I have a 12-volt outlet. This one runs off USB as well.
And it's 4K video.
It's a 4K,
Nice.
and it's only $99.
and it has a.
Built-in GPS as well.
Wait,
So, you know, if somebody
I don't know if I
rams
can-
into you, it will
Right.
film it.
go like this. It's a pretty crystal clear picture.
Mm-hmm.
And it saves
Nice.
it, and you've got footage that you're going that you're going to be using in your YouTube channel.
Yes,
videos.
I actually have the whole entire trip
Wow.
of the 10,368 miles
It's
on
going to be
it.
one long video.
Yes.
I did cut out what was nighttime, but sometimes I laughed it because it's hilarious. You can watch people.
Yeah. And at the
And
speed Eckhard drives,
what-
that's about 9 or 10 hours of driving that total distance. Yeah.
And with a 100, the memory card in there, the 128 actually lasts 14 hours of video.
Nice.
You can have it on the looping part, but I want to save the videos
Okay.
because I want to make something out of it.
Cool.
And it has a mode where you can actually turn it off so you don't see the screen.
Mhm.
You can also set it up with sound.
Mhm.
So I have the sound on it too. Yes, when we're talking, everything is recorded.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, you are on camera. Don't forget, whatever you say, you
Yes.
are on camera.
Now this one only
One
records
word
at the
for me.
front, right?
Only in the front, but you can actually set it up in the back as
Yeah.
well.
Well, I've seen some dash cams that record in both directions at once too.
Yeah, it comes with a GPS inside, and it also has for the accident, if something hits it,
Mhm.
it records it and it saves it.
Nice.
It automatically
It'll
saves it on the
detect
memory
the
card.
shot.
Yes,
Yes.
the shock.
Okay.
Awesome.
And it was fairly cheap.
It's
too.
like- I think when I looked up, it was like $99.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
For the quality for 4K,
Okay. Nope. You now all the powery things.
So she's got all these USB gadgets. We had her pick out just a couple of the things that she uses to power these
well,
USB gadgets.
most just have a regular. I use the dash one, the 12 volt to plug in. What we also did, I got an extension cord for it and a splitter, and the splitter is directly connected to our house batteries.
Nice.
So I don't go through inside any line. I go through the house battery itself,
Nice.
which is a little bit more sturdy, more stronger. I can put more on it because I have so many. Yes. gadgets. And I needed to have something where I can charge just more than one device. So this is a 12 volt, and that's an extender. You can use
Awesome.
all three.
Plus
Put
2
little plugs
USBs.
in. 4.
Oh, 4? Of
Has
course.
4. And you can attach it. It has the little strips. You can actually stick it to the table, the wall, or wherever you want to. I left it like this because I like to actually carry it around and just trip
Nice.
over it. It
Yeah.
also has a little indicator. You can turn it on and off. So you can turn it off. If it's on the off mode, two top ones of the USB still work.
Okay.
Don't ask me why.
Okay. And it shows you the
But
voltage,
it shows
right?
the voltage. So if you don't have any indicator, you can check on this how your battery is doing.
Okay.
We have the solar, so we have this
Got
on
it.
top. But I checked my solar if my solar does right.
Okay.
And of course, you need to have more than one USB. Those little things. And I love that one best because it doesn't have the thief inside. What I call the thief is the little light that is on. I don't know why companies did it to just tell people, oh, it's on, you have power on it, but it literally sucks your battery dry.
Well, yeah.
Very silent.
And then it's
very-
annoying at night.
Yes.
It looks like Mission Control with all these little lights on. It's like, no, there should not be any lights unless there's an error. Maybe a light for an error.
I like the name. It's iSmart. Yes.
Mhm.
This one definitely is the smart one because it doesn't have it.
Okay.
And like I say, I have all different.
Where's the
Cable
cable I
and
got here? I will shade that for a
That's yours?
second.
Yes. That's yours. Good.
Okay. So yeah, I'll hop in here. One cable that I found
Rulable.
recently
This
is the
great.
cable to rulable. Because the problem with like all these USB gadgets is keeping them charged, and particularly you've got laptops like this one we're using to broadcast here. All the USB ports on the side are USB-C. A lot of newer things have USB-C. A lot of the older stuff has the old USB-A. So this 5-in-1 cable on one end has either USB-A or USB-C, so you can convert it to plug into basically anything. And then on the other end, you've got mini USB, which charges a lot of stuff, USB-C, or Lightning. So this cable is perfect for if you're traveling. I'm going to get a whole bunch of these, and you've got basically you can plug anything into anything to charge it, and it's also not just a charging cable; it's a data cable too. So you can use this for syncing your iPads and your phones and moving data around and stuff like that, or plugging things in. And even like all the laptops that are USB-C powered, you can actually charge them over a regular old USB-A outlet very slowly. So you can even charge your laptop with one of these cables, which has been kind of fun in a pinch to charge off the 12 volt. So super awesome little cable.
Well,
5-in-1.
with all the gadgets, actually I have some of the portable battery banks too. They come in all different shapes and sizes and amounts what you want to have, the 22,000, 24,000 milliamp hours. I like this small one very much because it is tiny. It fits in a purse. You can actually carry it around. It's not as heavy as some of the other. Those bigger ones can get very heavy.
Yes.
And I have a limit with the 24,000. This one I like because it shows you how much it's left.
Aha,
It
nice.
shows you the percentage.
A real gauge.
Yes.
Nice.
It takes as big as they get, as long as they take to charge. But they all are USB chargeable too, and they will be there.
Okay. Oh, yes.
My little tricky one, which I had to ban, and I had to put him basically in jail, is the arc lighter.
So you could hold
It
this
works.
up to the thing.
It works. Be careful.
Not all.
Yes.
Yes.
It's you can use this for burning your nose hairs out. And what else is it
Well,
used for?
Well, luckily I found it. I heard that sizzling sound because I had it in a little sleeve
And it turned itself
and
on.
it turned itself on. This thing slides so easy up and just a tiny little pressure and it turned on.
Yes.
So now I have it band and I have a little clip where it's holding in place. It's not moving. It's nothing can happen.
But you
But
can use this,
But it's intended to like light your grill.
Like you grill,
Or
light a
campfire.
campfire.
or
yes.
or a Starship, because this is why SpaceX's launch yesterday failed, is the igniter didn't go off because they forgot to USB charge it. So they got one of these, and they just had the successful launch just a few minutes ago.
Okay, and then probably the best USB gadget that I
The most-
think every RV needs. At
the
least
most
one
the
of.
most fun one, yeah. That I found accidentally on Amazon. It's a blender, and it works.
Okay. USB charged blender with a built-in strainer.
With a built-in strainer. You can see the strainer. You can use it with a strainer. It also is capable of being just used as a blender.
Mhm.
They tell you to always put the liquid in first and don't overfill it. Yes, I've had that.
She just learned that.
It-
She made
yes.
us some wine raspberry.
And it's very
Coolers.
simple
Mhm.
and easy to clean because it completely comes apart.
Nice.
So no stuff, no yucky seeds or anything left in there. You can clean it. And it tells you right here to line it up with the front, which I always thought, why did they do that? Until I found out, yeah, you can actually take it apart.
Nice.
And I make it.
So you
though.
lean in a little bit more, just
Oops,
off
I'm
the side
sorry.
there.
I'm falling out of the picture.
And she has only had one wine cocktail so far.
Only a sip.
We
Only a sip.
didn't have a chance to really have ours.
Oh,
I
well,
can make more.
well, yeah, you could demonstrate it
Okay.
working while we let people queue up some
Mhm.
questions now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you want to make a cocktail and bring it out here to blend?
Okay.
Yes. So okay,
All right.
and we've
so if
queued
you
up.
have questions, feel free to queue them up. And it doesn't have to be about USB gadgets, but it's more cool if they are.
And if you have a favorite gadget that Sabina doesn't have, she'll probably be buying it by the end if you recommend
Oh,
it.
I have more.
I know, but if she doesn't already have, this will be like the stump, Sabina. If you've got a cool gadget, throw it down into the chat.
Okay.
Oh, here we come.
Here comes the booze.
And we tested it. Was strong enough to crush ice, but is
Yes, but I had to try, and
Yeah.
it refers to it to actually have liquid in first.
Yes.
Right.
And then the ice got stuck here. That's the fun part.
We just put ice in it last night.
But you can make smoothies, everything. I've made smoothies in it too.
Here,
Is it
do it
on
up
camera?
here. On camera. Phil.
On-
There we go. Let's hold. We're
So she
showing
put
off.
white wine, just some Sauvignon Blanc.
Is that
in there.
Kiki back there jumping? No.
Kiki's
Okay.
not out.
Then there's something crawling back here. A turtle, maybe.
Oh. It's a little tiny things on the
Chipmunk or
ground that are
something.
About that big.
Yes.
What is it?
We're in nature. Ooh, look at this.
And I didn't fill it up too much.
Yeah.
So you can really see that.
So some people are asking what the prices are. There are links in the description to everything on Amazon. I don't remember everything off the top of my head.
But most of the prices were ridiculously cheap when she looked them up the other night. So
Yeah.
yeah, she's
I
a
think
good
this one is
shopper.
Like $20.
Yes.
Yeah,
20
most of the stuff is in the $10 to $20 range.
I could not believe
This one is,
it's only
Yeah.
$10.
but this one will not operate when in charging mode.
Ah.
The fan will.
That's yes.
Most of the stuff will, but not that one.
So if you're really thirsty, make sure you're fully charged.
Yes. And I've been there, done that. I tried to use it and like, ew.
So we have someone ask, where are we at? We are at Gamble Rogers Memorial State
Recreation area. Well, you
Way
gotta-
too long of a name.
Can you give my opinion? Can you give me my
But we're in Flagler Beach, Florida. These folks they live in Sanford. We met them when we were wintered in Sanford this past winter. And Chris and I are in our Travada. We happen to be moving from caretaking my mom this month. She had some medical
I got
stuff
you.
up. And we're moving back to our boat, which is up in Georgia right now. So
Everybody got a glass to cheer?
I got
driving and vibing would like to know, how
Hey.
many nomads does it take to blend a cocktail? Apparently, at least 3.
where do you have the wine?
Make sure the
Gotta-
line is
gotta-
safe.
Gotta love my husband.
Where's yours?
No,
Okay.
that's
Oh,
yours.
this one?
Okay.
Because I want to make it a little bit more.
Yes, Gamble Rogers is beautiful. The ocean is right behind us.
Yes, there are waves just over that little crest.
And it's just complete serendipity that the four of us ended up here at the same exact
Yes.
time. We did not plan this.
We tried and planned some before,
We
which
tried to,
didn't.
we actually had planned a camping trip last week, but my mom's stuff needed some more attention,
Yes.
so we had to cancel last minute.
And then we hadn't even synced up about this at all, so that's just awesome. So fate aligned us, which is perfect.
That's what the RV god.
That's pretty.
And yes, it does smoothies. You don't want?
Oh, I need
Okay.
to put the
Well,
7-in-1 cable.
5-in-1 cable.
Yeah,
Yes.
that cable in there. I did not get that.
Oh, okay. That's in our shopping history there.
Okay, well, I have to
No,
work
no, no,
tonight.
no. I just want cheer. Here we go.
Oh.
I thought that was making more for him. You have toast.
He didn't.
He's got
Here's
to
to the RV Crazy Krauts and the crazy USB stuff.
Yes.
Cheers. And here's to all 143 of you who joined us for this.
So, I guess some folks have joined in later. They don't. We're going to put the name tags back up so
Okay.
they can see the names. This is Sabine and Eckhard. They have just started their YouTube channel. It is called the RV Crazy Krauts. And they just came back from a 10,368 mile trip that they did in 1 month
What did I
across
say?
country.
Oh, that just turned itself on?
Yes.
That thing is dangerous.
Don't buy this.
Don't buy that one. That'll burn your
And
RV down.
officially we'll eliminate it now. I'll let it run dry and then because I don't want to start a fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll have to buy
So
the
so
one.
top 10 and bottom 1
Yes.
USB gadgets right here.
If you think about it, buying it, don't.
Okay, so Joe says, I'm on the ocean, but on the other coast.
Mhm.
And it's interesting to note that they drove out to California and saw Joe, the computer guy, our moderator in the chat room, who's a mutual friend of all of ours. And then came and visited us in Charleston when we were on our boat, and then back to Sanford, all in 1 month.
Yes.
And you somehow made it to Canada 3 times?
Twice. We did
Twice, Kenneth.
4 provinces.
They also met up with Mark and Julie of
Mhm.
RV Love in North Dakota.
That was same too. I tried to send her a link where there is a nice boondocking spot, and she's like, "Well, we're actually just outside of Theodore Roosevelt." I'm like, "You must be kidding me! This is where we are too." But on the other end, there is a north and a south one. Like we wanted to go to the park anyway, so we met up.
There's a question of how many USB ports do you have in your RV? Can you count that high?
4, 8, 14, 20.
She's run out of fingers and toes.
Lots. Let's just go with lots.
I think if I would use all of them, I have about 24.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, time for some
It's only-
upgrades.
so 1 USB port per
No,
foot.
24. Hold on. I have the lights. I forgot about them because we installed the not
Yeah.
yeah
They have,
spotlight.
they have
the-
light fixtures in their RV
Yeah.
that have USB ports built into them.
Oh, that's right. All their
they're
light fixtures have
2.2
those.
watts, and they really are absolutely amazing, and they are dimmable as well.
Mhm.
So I have to add those 4 on a 2, so it's 28
Wow.
without all my battery banks.
Yes.
I have 10.
Oh, yes.
I
Shit.
even have a little battery bank to charge my watch.
Okay, so Celestial RV Living would like to know, Sabino, after 10,000 miles and you're still smiling. She's the one who planned it. He just did the driving.
Yeah, I'm the navigator. He's the driver.
Works
Which
perfect.
which comes in handy. He used to
Okay, good.
drive 18-wheelers.
Okay. Other questions climbing through? Did anybody have any other USB gadgets they wanted to share? Not seeing any here. Okay. Well, we've got our other video chat to go do in a little bit of time.
Yeah, so the reason we're doing this so early in the day is, number one, the light is beautiful. It's nice
Mhm.
and cool, actually.
Yes.
But Chris and I actually already had pre-scheduled our monthly mobile internet Q&A, which is for our premium members at the Mobile Internet Resource Center. So we already had that scheduled this evening, so we couldn't push that back.
Yes, and that will be internet gadgets as opposed to USB gadgets, although quite a few of them
Are
either have
USB
USB ports
gadgets,
or are USB powered. And yes, and none of them have fans, though.
No.
Fan is nice.
Actually, I'm going to point
I
this
have
down to my
one-
leg to
I
keep
have
the
a
bugs off
different
me.
one too. I have a,
Ah, there we go. There. Oscillate away, keep the bugs off my
Yes,
leg.
if you are one of our MIAs, 8 o'clock is when the Q&A starts. You can get the broadcast details on the Resource Center. So Paula says she has an X-rated one.
Oh.
Gadget. Yes, I was
Uh-oh.
wondering about the X-rated USB gadgets you might have on board.
nope.
Nothing she'll disclose right now.
He has one. It's not USB charged. It's manually charged.
Ah.
That's called an Alphorn.
That's what he calls it?
Alphorn.
You got it in there. Yeah, we're not only traveling with a lot of USB rechargeable or operated gadgets, because I have lights, I can put them, they're plugged in and they're on a timer, they're on for 6 hours, they're off for 18 hours. You can have them in different mood, but I leave it on just straight on lights, because otherwise it would drive me nuts if they would be blinking all the time.
Okay, so Chris, we have a geek question
Okay.
from David. He says, "What's the story with the designer of the original USB plug? Didn't he want it to fit either way?" So the original USB plugs, you had to put it in up the right side up. The newer ones can go both ways. right?
USB-C can go either way, but yeah, that was it's really hard to electrically design a connector that can go either way, because all the pins have to be smart enough to know how to reverse themselves and negotiate and do all that things, everything that needs to go on to make a universal fit. So that Apple's Lightning connector was actually one of the first that could go either way, and then USB-C took that as a key feature for USB-C, as the connector can go either way. USB-C can also transmit a lot more power over the connector. So it's kind of exciting. We're in this really awkward stage where now there's like a bazillion things that use the regular old USB-A connector, but we're moving to USB-C, and it's a much better connector, but it's at the moment a lot more expensive too. So we'll be in this kind of dongle era of needing to plug your USB-C stuff or USB-A stuff into things using 5-in-1 cables or little dongles until everything goes USB-C eventually. It'll take a long time.
Okay, I have a question. How do you say USB in German?
USB.
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 All right, next question. What does USB stand for?
Universal Serial Bus.
I don't think they have.
And it's not
Ready?
breakfast cereal.
Nancy would like to know, can I find any of these items at an RV store? So I consider Amazon to be my RV
Yeah.
store.
Yes.
So by that definition, so
Yes.
all of these
All
you
of them.
purchased on Amazon.
Yes.
With your pajamas on?
Sometimes, probably.
That's my when Amazon brought Woot, did you see their so Woot's one of these deal of the day sites, and Amazon bought them several years ago, and they did this introductory song with monkeys singing about how you
Shopping
can
with your pajamas.
You can shop Amazon with your pajamas on, and it's stuck in my head for years.
Yeah, I love Amazon. But actually, normally I type in USB rechargeable accessory,
So
and
when
actually
you
try
need
to
a new fix, that's what you do at night.
Yes,
You're
and I
Mhm.
check out which is it's good, and some of them, didn't quite make the cut. I bought them when they're cheap. I always buy them when there's a good deal. I'm not gonna spend too much money. That's
Mhm.
too, unless it's a good quality. Yes, I'll definitely pay for it.
Yeah, and actually something you notice is like this flashlight is labeled BibTim, and it's no longer sold under that brand name. BibTim now sells tweezers as the only BibTim product you'll find on Amazon.
They are not USB powered.
Yes, they might be
No.
USB powered tweezers, but
They
the
have-
same
they have
exact
lights.
thing
Yeah,
has
some
got
tweezers
a
have
different
lights.
importer with a different brand name. So you'll see a lot of this stuff is basically from Alibaba and from China, and importers buy a crate load, and they'll put their label on it, and they'll sell them till they sell out, and then the same product will appear with a different name on Amazon, because that's just how Amazon works.
It's actually the same what happened to me with a little motion light. I got them so dirt cheap. I guess it was like $2.51, and I bought 4, and I regret that I only bought 4 because it was just one-time shot. When they first came out, the company doesn't make them anymore.
Mhm.
But I found a different one that makes them now. So, and they're still 3 for $20. You can actually put them in your closet too, and you open up
Mhm.
and have light in there.
Nice.
That was good.
We'll be
They were-
getting some sort of USB rechargeable light for our Travato because the bathroom lighting is one of the downsides of the
Mhm.
Travato layout. So we need to find the right one for that.
You can have different flashlights. A huge one would I have to with 2 magnets would has even more features when you break down with your RV.
Yes. She just can't resist.
Oh, did I put it here? Okay. And I have them all in a little sleeve. Actually, it's for kids. The organizer for the seat. I have everything sitting there,
Hmm.
not hanging there, so it's just right in reach.
It's got a lot of modes.
Yes, it's a flashlight. It's a warning light, emergency light, portable resource. Has 2 strong magnets. So if you do work and you have anywhere with metal, if you do any work outside, or if you need just some light outside when you sit outside and you don't have awning lights or don't want to use them because you don't want to run down your batteries for that. It's waterproof and everything. So,
Nice.
okay. And it's not as bright as the other one.
No, it's not lethal.
Nope.
Like,
So they would like to know: are your USB outlets hardwired to your house battery or your
this
car
thing is
battery?
insane.
House, all to the house.
All house.
See, look at that. It blinded my iPhone even.
And someone was asking, do you think about getting a CB? So
Do you have a CB?
You are probably very familiar with CBs. Do you
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
me
were
too.
thinking
Me
about it.
too. I
Yes.
used to- yes.
Back in the days, that was
Oh,
it. And
What,
probably
what was your handle?
today.
Crazy crowd.
Crazy.
Crazy Kraut. Okay.
That was early '90s. But anyway, yeah, just to listen what's up or if there's something. Yeah, it's not on the number one bucket
I
list.
used to have one in the 80s.
Yeah,
I had one when I
I
first
had
hit the road, and I
mine.
used it twice.
yeah.
Like the only time I ever needed it was when something broke down on the road, and I was like, "Why is this traffic backed up?" I could listen to the truckers and find out a truck flipped over.
I think this was more or less like the first for me. So,
Yep.
it's,
So Rich and Sue would like to know what type of RV you have.
we have a 24-foot Thor Chateau. It has no slides, which I wanted to have that way.
It's nice inside, nice interior.
No slides, yeah.
Yeah, what year is
But
it?
it's a 2017. It's the yeah.
You bought it
it's,
new, right?
It's yes, and it's the last one of that size that comes in a E450. Now they actually make them only on the A350.
Ah.
So the 450 already comes with a better brakes, with a better stud.
Mm-hmm.
It's really more beefier.
Okay. Other questions popping up here?
So they want to know: do the Crazy Krauts have a permanent home?
Yes.
The Willow Tree Cafe, right?
Yes.
So we met
Yeah,
these guys in
yeah.
Sanford when we were wintered there. So they are part-time RVers. So this
Eckhard.
is one of your favorite places to come
Yes.
is at Gamble Rogers.
And we've been here
Yes.
at least 20 times already.
Yes.
So Eckhard works Thursday through Sunday evenings performing at the Willow Tree Cafe. He's, I think your official title is you're the goofball.
Yeah, that's what I
Probably.
say.
Yeah. That'd be the right word.
He's the he plays about 30 different instruments and sings beautifully and puts on a show that is worth waiting hours to see. So
It's
go to the
amazing.
Willow
If
Tree
you
on
are
a Friday
ever in
night.
Sanford, go to the Willow Tree Cafe. Make
Oh.
sure you go on a Thursday through Sunday and see him and his performing
Say hi.
partner Jimmy perform.
And order at least one boot for your table, just to make
Yes.
make it sound better. And
Actually, if you come on a Thursday, they're half off.
half off
Oh.
boots, nice. And it is the Willow Tree is so much fun. The Eckhard and Jimmy show is ridiculously fun. And yeah, but that keeps them in Sanford 4 days a week, so they have to cram in their camping whenever they can.
Yeah, and I still work as well, not only running the business, but also I'm a hairstyle, I'm a hairdresser.
She did her hair today.
For
Here, right at this table.
yeah, I travel with scissors. and Clipper
It was so
and an
fun.
Alphorn.
It was so fun when we were in Sanford. I just get a text in the morning. It's like, I saw your video last night. You're coming in at 2 o'clock.
You need a haircut.
Time to refresh your color at. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Chris wants to know: is it hard to get reservations at Gamble Rogers?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. If you're flexible,
And I'm because like just walking around last night, there were 5 open spots. So I
Small
think
vehicles.
yeah. So for, particularly for small RVs, I think there's a lot of last minute. Maybe if you just show up and roll the dice and gamble on Gamble Rogers, you might get in. But yeah, the reservations are very hard to come
Yeah,
by.
we just kept checking and got last minute cancellations.
yeah, if you're somewhere between the 20 and 24 foot range, or
Yeah.
not more than 24, there is a part in the back actually where they have
Only
for
small.
for the smaller ones, and
Yeah.
we normally wind it up to be there. So this is prime. But I've already booked the front one, and I had to cancel. So yes, it does happen that people cancel.
And we have gotten here on the bus doing a last minute cancellation and gotten the front row one with a great view for that 35-foot bus. So it does happen. But yeah, you do have to be very intentional about it.
Mhm.
Or if you're only coming in for a night or two, it's a lot easier.
And they have the Riverside too, but
Yeah, there's
I still haven't been there.
No, that's just where all the bugs are. Bugs are bad enough over here. Can you imagine what it's like on the riverside without the ocean breeze? Mm.
All right, so we're over 50 minutes now. I think we should go ahead and call that
Okay.
a session. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, Sabine Eckhard, for
Thank
joining us on
Thank
camera.
you for having us.
Please go subscribe to their brand new YouTube channel. They're sharing a lot of their RV adventures there.
Oh, there's only 1 video so far, or 2?
So far,
Two.
two videos.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's cute, so go see it.
Definitely track them and follow them. They're just kind of breaking into sharing about their social media. Like,
And you could also go check out the Jimmy and Eckhart and
Jimmy and
see the
Eckhart,
music.
it's at
They're-
polkatime.com.
Mhm.
Time.com.
No, they're actually they're on Facebook and
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Do you have any videos on YouTube? Do you have the channel up?
I have videos of them, yeah, but under a different name.
Different-
I'll post a link to that.
Okay.
I'll post it.
And yeah, some of our when you go back to our videos when we were in Sanford, we've got a lot of videos with these guys and Eckhart on stage and stuff. It was so much fun getting to know them.
And if you're one of our mobile internet aficionados, come join us at 8 o'clock for our monthly mobile internet Q&A. That will be up next. We're going to go get ready for it. That's why she kept our drinks light.
Yes. Then we'll be getting together afterwards to have the
And then
non-light
we'll
drinks.
continue
Okay.
to use
Hey,
it.
Have
Thank you, guys.
the
thanks,
camera.
you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Eyes,
you.
eyes, eyes.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Switch us to the outro.